it's Ina the Mood Reader, and welcome to another video. For this video, I'm Pikachu, and we'll be doing the Undas book tag. It was originally done by your Tita Kate. So, Undas is a Filipino word for the spooky season, or it's both time to commemorate your loved ones who passed away, as well as to celebrate, party. Kind of similar to how Westerners approach Halloween. And Kate decided to create prompts that with words that are symbolizing the Filipino Undas celebration. And thank you so much, Kate, for tagging me to do this book tag. It's been a while since I've done one, and I've decided to do this one on my YouTube to feature some physical books I have. And let's start. The first prompt is Feast, a book with food on the cover, and for that, I picked out Arsenic and Adobo by Mia P. Manansala. As you can see, there's the adobo here. And not only is this book featuring food on the cover, this really revolved around restaurants in their small town. This is a cozy mystery with Filipino elements on it, because our main character here is Filipino, and of course our author is as well. So this one was a hit or miss for people I know, but it was an okay series starter. I think the only one of the most visible things that I didn't enjoy here are so many characters to get to know. But I guess since it is a series, it was a way for the author to introduce them all to us. But all in all, I actually enjoyed it. It's very unrealistic in a way, which is how you would usually have your cozy mysteries. So that. The next prompt is Flowers, or a book with descriptive writing. Admittedly, this book I haven't read yet, but it has been on my shelf, and I've been seeing it around bookish social media. I think it's one of those books that keep on showing up on recommendation lists year after year, and it's because it's just so beautiful, and it's The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I know that this book has flowery writing based on the reviews I've been reading, videos as well that I've been watching, as well as some reviews. I know that Madeline Miller writes beautiful prose, and she has, and this book, in fact, is a winner of the Orange Prize for Fiction. Yeah, most of the blurbs here describes how beautifully written it is. So yeah, I'm actually been leaning towards reading this one, so I might read it before the year ends, hopefully. But yeah, if you have read it, please let me know your thoughts about the book in the comments. But yeah, for sure, this book, The Song of Achilles, would fit Flowers well. Though I'm not the person who usually loves descriptive writing, maybe Madeline Miller can convert me to appreciate it as well. So next we have here Candles, for a book with a hopeful ending. For Candles, I decided to choose More Than Maybe by Erin Han. This is one of my favorite books of all time. It's a light young adult romance, but for me, it's reminiscent of hope, because the book touched on music, which I love, family and first love, and young adults who are still very hopeful about life will bring to them. A typical coming of age story, but I really love Erin Han's writing style, so it can fit Flowers as well. And yeah, the chemistry of the people here in this book also. Yeah, and when Jen Bennett blurbed this book, she also mentioned here that More Than Maybe is a charming romance full of light and hope. So yeah, I really loved this one. So I really recommend all of Erin Han's work, whether you read this or You'd Be Mine or Never Saw You Coming. So for the next prompt, we have Cemetery, a book with themes of grief, and I'm recommending Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. So this book is another book of the month pick. I haven't read it yet, but I've been really been anticipating this read ever since I've watched Gabby from Gabby Reads Recommended. It revolves around grief because it's a story of two fathers whose sons have died. Their sons are, I'm not sure if they're married, but they are a gay couple, and they're not really accepting of it, but they're forced to with this brutal death that the couple experienced. So in the story, they would be processing their grief as well as trying to avenge or find out what really happened to their sons. So I keep seeing this as one of people's most loved book of 2021. So yeah, I hope I get to squeeze this in before the year ends. And the next prompt is music, a book with an uplifting message. Filipinos love music, and I'm sure everyone knows that. But yeah, for this prompt, I've decided to choose Unbound by Aisha Saeed. I've learned about this book from Kat from her bookish side. She featured this book on her book club in Cosmic Dreams. And this is the story of 12-year-old Amal, who is dreaming of becoming a teacher. She is living in a Pakistani village. She is forced to work at a very young age. She is a servant. So this is a hard-hitting contemporary middle grade book. And it really talks about a social class, family resistance, and freedom. Basically, a girl's journey towards being deserving of education, and something that, you know, many of us have been taken for granted. So yeah, I think this book is perfect for something that would be inspiring and touch your heart. So there. The next prompt is Cards, a book featuring games, sports, or competition. When people are in undas events here in the Philippines, visiting tombstones and in the cemetery, usually people play some card games. So that's why cards are very relevant for the Filipino undas. And for that prompt, I chose Jano Silang at ang Tiyanak ng Tabon. The fifth book will be coming out very soon, so I think it's perfect to talk about Jano Silang. So this book centers around an online role-playing game called Tala. So yeah, it's mysteries, the folklore, and the fantasy included in this book revolves around that. So I think it's the perfect fit for this prompt, and I highly suggest you grab a copy of this since the series will be coming to a close. It's a perfect time to read Jano Silang. So there. And the last prompt is Family, a book about ancestral ties. So for that, I chose Yal Gyasi's Homegoing. So this is a thrifted copy I just found somewhere. And this book is highly recommended, critically acclaimed, and all that. And this book is perfect for a book about family because it spans 300 years in Ghana. The journey of two half-sisters, Efia and Essie, how their paths got separated, and how that changed what happens to their future generation. So this book touches on multiple generations, and it's a unique reading experience, and I've read in some reviews that this author is like a refreshing voice in contemporary fiction. So there. These are all the books that I've thought of for the prompts. If you have been thinking of books as well, if there are some books running on your mind, please do this on das book tag, and don't forget to tag Kate or also tag me in the comments so that I'll get to see your pics. Thank you so much for watching this video, and may you always be in the mood for reading. Bye!